I'm
So
so excited to be here in such a amazing audience. Thank you for this. I love it.
well, we're having a lot of fun, and well, there's so much to talk about, Ingrid. Let's get
Yeah.
going. So first of all, welcome. Thank you for doing this, and I want to take us back to 2019, I believe.
Yes.
Yes. But even before then, can you explain to the audience what you did before you even started with copywriting?
Yeah. So my big passion was science. Even like at elementary school, I always wanted to be a scientist. I loved mathematics and physics. So I did all the steps, I studied all my degrees. I studied abroad. I was so in love with my job. I was completely like my job was my life and my passion. But then my babies came and I realized it's extremely difficult to be successful as a scientist because you have to work very long hours, in the lab, and you have to go abroad and everything. So I realized I'm completely happy with my perfect job, but I'm not happy with my life. And I take a big step. I decided I have to leave. I had no idea what will happen afterwards. I just knew I need a change.
Yeah. It's unfortunate that not all countries are like Iceland, where we expect women to work full time, and universities and companies will adjust. So I hope we can change this in the future. But for now, while the system is not changed, we have to take control. We have to do our own thing. So creating your own business is probably the best option in this situation. And that's what you did.
Yeah, because I had a big dream. My dream was I would like to homeschool my kids. I would like to be at home to spend time, but at the same time do something useful. I will do something that I like. So I was testing different options, teaching mathematics and physics, but then I realized that writing is something which was always very easy for me. And I like it. So I started to write copy for tech companies. And I had so many clients, a huge demand, because they loved it, because I could understand their topic and I was writing very easily, So suddenly I was overwhelmed. I was shocked how much work I had. So it was really amazing. But then again, I was feeling like, okay, I don't have so much time anymore. Where's my time?
Yeah. So initially you're very happy. I've created a new business, but you are writing copy for other people. So that's a lot of time. You're basically selling time for money.
Yes.
Yeah. So what happens next? You discovered still an ideal client first.
Yeah, well, I knew I have to change something. I was in love with my job, and I realized also I don't have to write only for big companies. I can also write for female entrepreneurs which are in the same situation as me. So this was really, really nice. But still, I didn't know how to change this, that I don't have so much time for my family anymore. I'm very tired. I was like on the weekends and evenings, I was working. And then I met you. And it just completely makes so much sense of the things that you explained. And I started to have a seed in, like, maybe I can do it as well. But in these days, I was extremely shy. I was really, really extremely afraid. So actually, the whole 2019, I spent following you on social media, listening, but not doing anything because I was really scared. And I thought, this is not for me. I'm the shy person, it's a big shame, but it's not for me. I would never be able to do this.
Yeah. Well, we see something different today. But first, what happened next? You are there participating 12 days of master classes.
Yes.
Only now 3 years ago. And you start to feel, okay, maybe I can do it. But then it came to also the finances. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah. Well, one thing was I was really scared, but at the same time, it was so tempting. And I started to have a thought, I can change the way how I see myself. I can start to believe in myself. I can invest into myself. And I believed you because I love everything that you have been saying. But then, of course, I had to look also if I can afford to join. And by chance, by coincidence, I had exactly the amount on my bank account. So those have been my savings. Of course, I had some clients, but these have been my savings. And my husband thought we are going to spend this money to go on a vacation because he saw I was working all the time. So we need a vacation. And he thought I'm completely crazy when I told him I will take all my savings and give it to Sigrun from Iceland, a lady in red. He thought I must have been working so much I lost my mind.
So, is he there? Your husband?
Actually, he can't be here today because my second son is having his homeschool test today. So basically,
otherwise
also
we would have talked to him.
It's actually so nice because it's a proof that I'm able now, 3 years, afterwards, to do what I wanted. I'm homeschooling my kids. I'm at home, like my husband is taking care of the kids. I'm taking care of my business. So like really 3 years from that point, I'm exactly where I wanted to be. I had a big dream, a big vision. I couldn't see the path, but I felt this is what I wanted to do.
So you took a bet on yourself with a doubting husband beside you, but he didn't stop you. He just doubted your decision.
Yes.
And you jumped into the program. And what happened next? What was your free 4-week online course?
Well, of course, I had no idea how can I do a course, so I followed all the steps and I figured out. So basically, I asked my audience what they want. And it showed up that they struggle with the About Me page because apparently nobody knows how to write about, ourselves.
Oh, no, that's the worst page to write.
Yeah, exactly. But I didn't know before because it seems for me, okay, it's really like easy, So they told me what they want. I gave it to them. Well, I was shocked because 544 people signed up for my free course. And it was really so much for me at the time. I used to be very, very shy. I was really scared. So I was like very nervous, like, okay, how this is going to end. But then the people have been so nice and they loved all the things which I was saying. They give me, of course, some feedback so I can make it even better. But I was feeling like, oh my God, this is unbelievable. This is happening to me. People like the things I'm teaching. And I just felt like more and more confident because you can see really it's a proof that they like you and they enjoy it. And they really did write their pages. So suddenly I could help so many people at the same time. It was unbelievable. And they were like so nice, so friendly. It brought me to the moon, really. I was like completely super happy. So if it would stop at that point, I would be like, oh my God, this is the best time of my life.
That's many of our students, actually, all of our students say just this feeling of being able to help other people through a free 4-week online course is the best feeling ever. If you've never experienced it before, you suddenly realize, oh, I can help so many people. They're actually doing what I asked them to do, and they are achieving the goal. Like in your case, they're actually writing the About Me page. So you had
544, yes.
544 participants in the course, and you did not have an email list before. I think that's
no. Everything was because I thought, okay, I will start later. But then I really had to do it. So I followed all the steps. I learned everything on the go. It wasn't perfect, but it was working. So, okay, let's just do it.
Yeah, because I think people are like, but where am I going to find the people? Well, the thing is, in the beginning, when you do something like this, you find them just organically. You post on social media, and when the course idea is good, people share it. And sometimes you're allowed to post in Facebook groups that have the right topic. And then, of course, we help as well with the promotion.
Yeah, and also like if you ask your friends, hey, I'm starting a new business, can you help me? People are so happy to help out, of course.
Of course, yeah. I think it's just being scared of asking for help, but we have to get over that. And that's where we help too. So you had all these people, you were happy doing the course. So how did you come up with the next step, the upsell idea?
Well, I could see, of course, because I was with so many of my clients in the course, so I could see what they think, what they need, what would they like. And in my case, it was quite obvious that like the next step is to help them to write like all the rest of the copy on the web page, right? So it was pretty like...
Yeah, pretty obvious. Yeah. Not just, don't have a website with just one page. You need the other 4 pages. Yeah.
But I was so scared to make the upsell because I was like, okay.
Oh, yes. I remember it. Actually, we had the lockdown, right? Yes. And we had to do an extra call for our community because I noticed, because I also listen, what are people saying in SOMBA Kickstart? And I noticed, because of what was happening in the world, people were extra scared. They thought this was the wrong time to offer an upsell. You couldn't sell because people were thinking about something completely different. So we did an extra call. And I remember you were on that call and you were like, I can't make an offer. I'm just gonna not make an offer. I'm like, you are going to make an offer.
Yeah, because I thought now in these times, who is interested about copywriting?
Yeah.
But you completely changed it and said, now they are interested. Now they have to make an online business. Now they all need a perfect. Just like, yeah, she's right. So that's where I realized really how important is it to have a group and a mentor. Because if everything is going well, of course, you also need it. But if something is not going well, and that happens so often all the time, then it's so easy for you. If you are alone, you just give up. You think, okay, people are not interested anymore. I give up. So
and that's actually what we saw happen. Those who were not in SOMBA Kickstart, and I just watched, I just watched on Facebook and social media, and people said, I'm not selling. This is not the right time. And I'm like, what? You are in business. You can help people. Selling is not a bad, sleazy thing. It's service. And people need your help. So I think it was so helpful that we addressed this in SOMBA Kickstart and we got people out selling.
Yeah, because that's your superpower, that you can feel what is happening and you know exactly what to say to us as we really go and take action. So I was like, I cannot disappoint Sigrun.
No, then I come to your house. So you made the upsell. You made the upsell, and how many signed up?
Seriously, I was just doing like all the basic things. I didn't have a website. I didn't have a fancy page. And when I saw how many people are signing up, I thought there must be a mistake. I thought they think I'm having a free offer. Yeah. Because I couldn't believe that so many people are signing up already on the first day. I was completely shocked. I could never, ever. And so in the end, 87 people signed up for my first paid course. It was totally unbelievable for me. Like,
wow,
totally.
87 people. And what was the price of the program?
So it was for $1,000. No, sorry.
100.
100. Yes. Sorry.
I remember it better than you.
Now I'm in a different pricing position. Yeah. So I made $8,700.
Yeah.
And it was such a huge step for me. I never ever made so much money in such a very short time. It completely shifted everything, like my mindset, how I think about myself. But the biggest change wasn't the money, actually. The biggest change was that I could see that people are interested. I could see that I'm helping them and they like me, they appreciate what I'm saying. And I grew so much as a person.
Yeah.
I realized it's no reason anymore to be shy. I realized I have something to say. And this was the point where everything changed, not because of the money, because I was completely happy without money. I mean, I'm okay. But the shift that happens inside me, and that was the point where, then I went like completely, then I saw that I can do even things which I never ever thought are possible, and which I always thought only the other people can do. They can be successful, they can make videos, they can sell. I cannot do it because I'm a very, very shy person. Nobody is interested. So that's where everything changed. And oh my God, then it was a completely crazy ride. Like, I really feel like this was the point where my life completely changed.
Yeah. So first was, of course, the decision to join the program. But after you had gone through this process of SOMBA Kickstart and you had seen people needing you, wanting you, yes, it's not, we talk a lot about money, but it's the energetic exchange. They give you something and you have to deliver. So in a sense, they are taking a bet on you again. And you are, then, wow, people believe in me. People want to pay me money for my services. And, oh, I'm good enough. I'm actually, you didn't study copywriting, did you?
No.
No, you don't have a degree in copywriting?
No.
Who are you?
I have a PhD. I have a PhD in physics. So
yeah.
completely
different. Yeah. Again, something that women tend to look at and hold them back because they don't have a degree, diploma, certificate. They can't do it. Well, you're another proof that you can. And then after SOMBA Kickstart, like you said, something magical happened. You have created this course and people are joining your upsell. And you take off like a rocket, in a sense of, I think that's for someone like me. Money is one thing, but when I see someone transform as a human being from being shy to, you might still be shy, but you're doing the things. You're not letting it hold you back. You are going on video and doing TikTok and Reels and all that stuff that many are hesitant about. How has that changed your life? It must be different when you go to a reunion and meet some old classmates and who's Ingrid? See, it's just a different person.
That's so funny when my old friends from the childhood see me, because they remember me as a girl who was never talking at school, who was always silent, and now they see me on social media, for example, and but it's so nice. Actually, they encourage me a lot, and it's really. Yeah, because I think once you have the experience that you can do something which seemed very difficult and you thought you can never achieve it, but you took the steps and you did it, and suddenly you see that you can do really anything you want. And for me, I realized I was keeping myself so small because I was keeping myself in a box. I just thought, I'm the one who is very shy, who is afraid to talk, and I can never be in front of a big audience. But then I took all the steps because of you, and the community and everything. So I didn't want to be behind. So I took all the small steps. It wasn't like do a big step. I would be like, okay, I'm running away.
No.
But I was doing all the very small steps and it worked. And it gave me so much more power and energy to do all the other things. And also that I saw that also the other people are afraid and they are doing it. So I realized I'm not the only one who is scared.
Yeah.
So I go, okay, I will also do it if they do it. So,
yeah, exactly.
So I also want to.
Yeah.
So, and then I just realized it's time to end being in this box.
Yeah.
No way. Now I really feel like if I have a goal, and of course I have to do the work, but if I have a goal and I'm doing all the steps, I'm doing the work, and it's just possible. So even that I'm here now with you in such a big group, it's the biggest audience I think I was ever, it's so like it's really amazing, and I'm proud of myself.
Yeah.
And really thank you for this, because I just know if I would not take the step back then, I would always be in my box. I would say no to things which are tempting, but I would be afraid it's not for me.
Yeah.
Now I say, yes, I will find a way how to do it.
Yeah. Oh, I absolutely love that. Well, we need to share what happened next. We skipped a few steps here. So after SOMBA Kickstart, it was like a click in your head, I feel.
Yeah.
You understood how online business works. So you dove in, and you no longer wanted to be known for website copy. You shifted over to what?
Yeah, that was also very interesting, because I realized website copy is a little bit boring for me. Like I need like more energy and interaction. And I realized that actually my passion is lounge copywriting, because there is so much going on in the lounge, and you have to be so good, and everything. So I created again. I was like, okay, I will not be alone doing my second topic course. No way. I would never do it on time. I would so I jumped in again into start, because it gives you so much energy, and I get again an amazing experience. Again, so many people, I think 2,000 people, 2,000 something joined my free
Second
course.
So you did Kickstart again just 6 months later?
Yes.
And 2,000 people that time. Wow.
Yes. Again, scary.
Yeah. And then you created, what was the name of that free course?
It was like sell with ease or something, where I was like teaching them some things about like social media posts.
Yeah.
And then I made an upsell, sell like a star, which is now my signature course.
Yeah.
Which now, so I run it already like 3 times. More than 600 people have been in this course.
In total, but not back then. How many
No.
Yeah.
It was the first 100, which was also like totally amazing for me.
Yeah.
But now I was running it like every year, and it really changed the lives and businesses of 600 people. I have really nice feedback. I updated some things, people are so happy about the course. And it all started because of you, and because I get to know my clients so well, because I was having the feedback, I was getting more confident, but also I was improving everything according to their feedback. And I have people who still remember me from those days, and they think, I was in your first course, So it was an amazing start of a big journey.
Yeah, we have interviewed a few women in our interview series, and for some it can take a year or 2 to find their niche, but you did it in 6 months, which I think is pretty good, because I think people shouldn't have the idea that, I will have the perfect niche from day one. It's all an evolution. We change, our ideal clients changes, but you found it after 6 months, so I think that's fantastic.
And the course I created in the first course, I'm still using it as a bonus to my course, because people still need to write a website, so it's okay. I'm using it. It's fine.
Perfect. So more things have changed in your life as a result of a very successful online business. You were able to generate over 6 figures within a year of joining SOMBA Kickstart, and then you went to 400,000 in 2021. This must have had an impact not just on you personally, but also your family. So what has this enabled you to do?
Wow. So we moved to a new place. We are now living very close to my parents, which is really, really nice. I can afford to come back to my hometown. We bought a really big and nice house with a vineyard. And we can afford now, because one of my son has special needs, so we can afford now to pay like a special school for him. And so like we are partly homeschooling and partly he is going to this school. And I have more time for the family. Like last year I take 3 months off in summer because I just felt like we want to have more time together.
Yeah.
And this is so cool because I just knew it will be okay. I don't have to worry. I can take time off. And also usually during my normal weeks, I take like Fridays off very often. I don't work on weekends. So really it changed a lot. And I started to see myself from a completely different way. And I retired my husband. So
what does he say now about your online business if we think back 3 years ago versus now?
Now he's not doubting my decisions. Now he's busy because he has to figure out what to do with the money, how to invest.
You've given him a new job.
Yes.
Wow, Ingrid, it's always a joy to talk to you. And I don't know if people have questions. I'm going to check. But let me see. Everybody's just really happy for you, thinks you're amazing. I think the only question I see is how many weeks was your signature program, or is your signature program?
So it's for 10 weeks, but actually last year I did it differently because of some reasons. So I did like 5, then I took a vacation and then 5 more. So this actually is so nice that you can adjust your business according to your family and your free time. So it's your business. I'm the boss, so. So
exactly.
cool.
So 10 weeks. And what are you charging now for the signature course? Obviously the price was lower when you did first time the upsell in 2020,
So,
but now the price has gone up over years.
When I started, I'm not able to calculate now so quickly into USD, but now it's for like 800 USD, and maybe I will go up this year. So let's see.
Yes, $800. That's a decent price, and you're helped 600 people in the program, and this all happened in your second round of Kickstart, but it wouldn't have happened if you didn't do the first round in the first place.
Exactly. And really, I always say, like, I'm the proof that if I can do it, you can do it, because I was the most shy and scared person ever. And I stepped in because I felt I don't want to hide anymore in my box. So
yeah. Ingrid, thank you so much for sharing your story. It's always an inspiration to everyone who listens. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here with you all. Thank you. Have a nice day, everybody. See you.